We do a variety of things ranging from game development, we do some motion graphics kind of stuff, we do augmented reality, so app development, websites, we handle all the websites for the company, marketing and distribution is sort of in with us. So.
As a student, the major benefits I see from the co-op program are first the work experience, because that's pretty much invaluable for when I'm going to be looking for jobs in about a year or so. They also helped me a lot with building my resume, preparing me for interviews, things like that. Usually the projects that I do at school are designed to teach us a specific skill. So the goals are set out so that when we're finished the assignment, we know how to do something specific. Whereas while I'm working, the goal is to create a product that people may want to actually buy, or hopefully want to actually buy. So, it's just the goal from the very beginning is different, and that changes the whole mentality of planning. We have to think about, is this what people are going to actually want to buy, instead of, is this what the professor wants to get, so I get a good mark.
And one thing I know I really find working in the real world is that you can't hand in 3/4 of a project to Apple. It has to be finished, it has to be polished, it has to be a complete product. So it really forces you to sort of rise to it, and we've had to do a whole bunch of things that I'm sure we haven't learned in school, and just had to figure out how to do them to ship a product and to get it out.
I think the projects are a lot bigger in scale, and we're actually taking them from right from the beginning of the project to completion, which we do in school, but the projects are so small that they're really only one set of problems that we encounter during the whole project. So that's probably the biggest difference. Just the scope is way different. If I have problems, it's difficult to find a solution to the problem, so I actually have to come up with it myself. I can't just go to a professor and ask how this should be solved.
Our first project we did was a 5-month, we had about a 5-man team sort of changing through it. With actually having a marketing team in here kind of going over it with us, and it's been taken to a number of TV trade shows and was at Cannes. And
I think the sort of design challenges that we're given are probably a really big difference between work and school, and a bit of a challenge. We actually have to organize within our group of programmers and developers, and actually work through the problems ourselves, sort of structure how we want to make things work, and deal with the consequences, I guess.
Because it's such a small company, it's, you learn about, like you said, sort of how do we grow a company, how do we market this app. We've been working on marketing our newest app. Yule Tree, it's a augmented reality Christmas tree. You go and decorate it, and then you can look through an iPad or an iPhone at a marker on the table, and it shows up in 3D in the real world. So it's pretty exciting, I think, for us. Augmented reality is really a new thing, sort of really kind of only coming into its own this year, and so we're right on the cutting edge of things here.
Probably the largest thing, especially in video games, the largest thing employers look for is that you have projects that you've finished, and also projects you finished outside of school, because you have to do your school projects, but to find a job or to do your own projects takes an extra bit of initiative that a lot of companies really look for. So
the biggest thing, especially for the games industry, is getting your first title shipped. So by the end of Justin's co-op term, he'll have 2 shipped titles, and that's a huge help for him sort of as he graduates.